Every time you think you got a handle on enemies in Expedition 33, nope, the game just keeps humbling you. So we here at Direct Gaming have the perfect guide for you on how to take on the ultimate Sakapatate. Don't know about you, but I found this boss to actually be a little bit easier than the normal enemies you find in the area. This guide is broken down into 3 parts. A quick lookout at our loadouts and characters including Pictos, Luminous, and all that kind of stuff to see how we built our characters. Then an in-depth look at the boss and how to handle the attacks and the best deal damage. And finally, a full run of the boss fight Sakapatate to show you exactly how to use everything you have learned in real time. Let's go ahead and get started. Now, for the loadouts of our characters, the main thing you should be bringing with you are fire weapons, abilities, and Pictos. Yes, everything with fire pretty much that you can use it. For me, Loon is my best friend here since she can easily burn enemies with moves like Immolation, which applies level 3 burn, and if you happen to mark the boss with somebody else, or if you mark it with her again, and then use this move again, then you can add an additional +2 to that fire level. I even got the boss to level 10 sometimes, where at the end of the turns, the boss was taking over 1,000 extra damage, which is really helpful. Malie helps with her high damage as always, and Gustav was great for using moves like Powerful to help the team hit harder, and of course, marking people. Otherwise, nothing too crazy is really needed for this boss since we're still in Act 1 here. Alright, let's get into the fight itself. Now, during this battle, the boss almost every turn will attack twice, so you have some good opportunities to get a lot of AP if you can parry all of his attacks. So I want to go over the basic moves of the boss, then I'm going to talk about how to handle the spammable cannon attack that the boss uses on its second turn every single time, and then we'll talk strats for actually attacking and dealing damage to the boss. Like with most boss fights though, when you start the fight, the first attack is always going to go to the boss, meaning that you have a chance to actually learn the timing of the attacks, whether it's dodging or parrying, and of course get some AP back if you're willing to. For my fight, the boss attacked with its dead partner, which is a 2-hit combo followed by a third attack that you need to jump and then counter. Let me know in the comments below if the boss did anything different for you. I assume not, but sometimes the fights can change up depending on who you're fighting. Now, when it comes to the attacks of the boss for kind of your normal turns, here are the following moves that you need to look out for. The first attack you might see is the boss where it will slam its shield into the ground, allowing for the whole team to parry and counter attack. Note how it says slam the ground here. The next attack is actually a shield attack where if it hits, one of your characters will become marked. This means that they will take extra damage if the boss attacks them. Note how it says slams its shield, not the ground. Another move the boss might do sometimes to you, but it didn't do too much to me, was the electric catapult, where it will fire 3 electric blasts at you, basically 1 per teammates. These might stun you sometimes, so be prepared depending on how weakened your characters are. The second attack that we talked about beforehand, each round is of course its spammable cannon fire. The boss will fire its 3 cannons on top of its shield 3 times at you. If hit, your characters will become burned. So of course, this means that all of your characters can get this if you're not able to dodge or parry. If you are burned, this means you're gonna be taking damage each round unless you're able to heal up with say someone like Lune. Now, the key to this particular move right here is when you see the 3 cannons glow right before they fire. Look for this that you're seeing right here on screen. I'm playing in slow motion for you. The moment you see them glow, hit the dodge or parry button. I myself was not as personally good at parrying just yet at this particular moment in the game, so I chose to dodge just to play it safe. You can most likely use this trick, however, though, to parry, but at least you're going to know the best way to avoid this attack so that you're not getting burned, and you can deal extra damage to him if you're able to. So that is it in terms of the boss when it comes to what to look out for, but what's the best way to deal damage and keep yourself alive? Well, like we stated beforehand, the boss is obviously weak to fire. So moves like Immolation from Lune is going to give you 3 times burn and an extra 2 if you happen to mark the boss, which again is pretty easy to do at this current state in the game. I also had a fire weapon attached to Melee, so that combined with her stances and moves like Pierce to do 200 plus damage helped out a lot, which helped out a lot when it was her turn to attack and when she countered. Guard Up is also another move I like to use as well, along with Powerful. That way my teammates are taking less damage and I'm able to deal more damage thanks to Gustav. Final thing I recommend is just making sure that you have more than one way to heal your characters. Getting burned is not fun, and unless you are absolutely perfect at your dodges and parries, you might occasionally get hits. However, simply using a healing item isn't going to work here. Make sure it's an ability that takes care of status effects, that way you're not hurting yourself at the end of every turn. Overall, this boss is not particularly tough, but it can be a little bit long, especially if you're trying to get some of the timing down, or you don't have as many powerful fire weapons. Oh, and I know I've said it beforehand, but really try to keep a high burn level on the boss, so that every single time the turn ends, it takes even more damage. It's going to help taking down the boss faster, and it's not going to take as long as it did for me. Keep the attacks until you finally take this boss down, and then you get a pretty funny scene in my personal opinion. Now, here's a full run of the boss fight Sakapatate to show you everything in real time. Don't be afraid to use items to increase your AP, and don't worry if you have to dodge instead of parrying. As always though, learn the attacks and patterns of the boss to make it easier. It's okay if it takes a couple of tries. If you enjoy the guides, then the like on the video shows us that you enjoy this type of content, and don't forget to check out our other Expedition 33 guides and content, along with our other videos in the top right corner and pinned comments. Thanks for watching the video. I've been Talon with Direct Gaming. I hope you have a great day and week, and I hope to see you all in the next video or our live streams. We enjoy getting to chat with everyone who stops by. Until next time though, Johnny.
Let us stay here. Feel the burn. Take cover. Danger. Take cover. Danger. Brace yourselves.
Take him down.
I'm ready. Dodge your stuff. Please survive.
Second wind.
Lily, watch out. Let us stay. Brace yourself. Blades sharp. I'll do it. Dodge this stuff. Let us stay. Finesse and grace. Please, on me. A storm is coming.
For those who come after,